Going on to you, Capricorn. So look, you have the Death card, the King of Wands, and you have the Sun card. All right, so there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways to financially be able to support the channel. So I can most definitely keep the channel going. Shout outs to everybody that's come through so far. So let me take a step back. So the Death card, the King of Wands, and the Sun card right here represents you Capricorns. You're putting an end to something, right? Whenever it is that I get the Death card, it's always 100% of the time about removing some sort of obstacle in particular in your life that was there for a long time that actually needed to be addressed. And the King of Wands and the Sun card is how it is that you think about yourself and how it is that you think about other people. You Capricorns used to put other people above you. And you used to be asking yourselves if these people actually liked you, right? But you were asking yourself if they liked you a little bit too much. Unfortunately, they would take advantage of that, right? That you wanted to actually be in a relationship. They would try to essentially get you to hurry up. They would want to speed things up. And you Capricorns would oblige because of the fact that y'all want a relationship. But of course, with the Death card, no more of that. You Capricorns are actually going to take your time. It's not about their time. It's about your time. It's about the both of y'all's time. And you're not going to immediately just come off so fast when it comes to getting to try to get to know somebody else. You realize that if you don't stop doing that, a lot of people will try to take advantage of the situation and play you. So the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles represents, so you Capricorns understand that you have to be very much so patient and treat being in love just like any kind of anything else that you are making a very serious decision in. It's something that needs a lot of patience and that is going to require time. You're not just going to be able to get yourselves into a relationship so fast and then the next thing you know, the two of you are supposed to be in love and married and children and a dog and a house and all of that. No. Most people move in with each other within the first 3 months of getting to know each other. And that's after cold approach, meaning that's after not even knowing each other, at all. Next thing you know, they're going out 3 months later, they starting to U-Haul their way into whoever's apartment after 3 months of getting to know each other. So it doesn't even take them a year because a year is 12 months. And then the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles now represent a lot of you Capricorns are going to make a lot of people who would be trying to waste your time, or they need some place to stay and they're trying to use you, right, for some sort of money or your body, or if they need a place to stay. You're gonna be able to clock them or figure them out very quickly because of the fact that you Capricorns are so patient. So now it's not necessarily about them rushing you, right? Or trying to make you feel like you need to hurry up with the process. You Capricorns are going to date, but like I said, you're going to take your time. It's not about everything that they want. It's about you being able to actually be in a situation where you feel comfortable to move forward. And you don't know 100% if you'll be able to actually be comfortable unless you see what a person looks like up underneath pressure. And the Five of Pentacles represents, that's when you're going to get a lot of track stars on both sides. You Capricorns are going to have a lot of people running away. You probably do right now. Because this is more so of a new mentality that you Capricorns have, right? A lot of you are really sitting back thinking to yourselves, learning from your mistakes. And you're like, okay, what do you need to do? And the thing that needs to be addressed in you, or you have addressed, or you are addressing it now, is that you Capricorns want to move fast. You want to move quickly because you actually want to be in love. You want to hurry up to be in a long-term relationship. And that's not working out for you yet. The Four of Wands now represents, like I said, you want the marriage. You want the ability to create a home with somebody else. But trying to create a home with the wrong person could end up being a very terrible decision. One of the worst decisions, if not the worst decision that you've ever made in your life. So the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Cups represents, so You Capricorns will always remember that, and you're never going to let anybody move you up off of your own watch and get you to delude yourself thinking that if you don't hurry up, you'll never get an opportunity, right? Again, to be with them. If they don't understand the ability that you have to take it at a nice pace, fast, but not so fast, right? You're getting to milestones in a relationship, but you're not running. You're not hurrying up there. Because when you hurry and everything is super fast paced and nothing is able to actually do the thing, you know what I mean? You don't know them organically. You're unable to take the time to get to know the person. You skip over a lot. And the person usually turns out to be crazy, you know? So let's clarify the Queen of Wands. The Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and then you have the Chariot. That's what it is I'm saying. Oh, I'm sorry, one more card. The Six of Wands, right? To clarify, the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is already about you Capricorns, always remaining yourself regardless of whatever happens. And the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Wands is all about how you understand that relationships are work, but they shouldn't have to be so much work where you're the only one actually doing the work and somebody else is just the only one taking the rewards from all your hard work. In other words, you Capricorn should not be the only one in this relationship. If it is, that's a problem. The Hermit and the Chariot right here, all about how it is that right now you're going to have some people that's going to try. But like it is, I said before, how you go about doing this is for you Capricorns to ask them questions. If they are trying to waste your time, you Capricorns will be able to know within the first 24 hours. If you ask them the correct questions and if you sit back and observe them. If they're asking you about your job, if they're trying to figure out how much money you make, if the two of you go out on a date and they don't want to pay for their meal, regardless of who asked, unless you Capricorn said that you were going to pay for everybody, meaning you and them, if they do not understand that they need to come out the house with money and pay for their half of the meal, then you already need to know right then and there, Capricorn, there's nothing else that you need to see because they're freeloaders, right? And then you have the Six of Wands, okay? And the Six of Wands is about you Capricorns need to move forward from this. A lot of you Capricorns are going to have the learned ability to be able to determine people's value very quickly, at least the starting value. You'll be able to understand who's out here being a freeloader and trying to get the bag and play people and take advantage of others. And you Capricorns are going to know who's real and who's fake.